The Drill Man is one of the strongest Alliance members, which is why I wanted to make them even more powerful. So for the next 100 days, I'll be surviving as the evil Drill Man. I'll tunnel my way through obstacles and use incredible new abilities to upgrade into bigger forms until I reach the ranks of a Titan. Will I be able to overcome the Serpent Skibidi Toilet's curse, or will I lose control of my dark powers? You'll have to watch until the end to find out. Day 1, I spawned in as a Drill Man in the middle of the city. I was with my other Drillman allies and my older brother, Dre.
Be careful, Max. The Skibidi Toilets are coming.
I'll be alright, Dre. As long as we're together, we'll be okay. Suddenly, the Serpent Skibidi Toilet flew into the area, releasing his Snake Skibidi Toilet goons onto my people.
I will spread my dark curse over this city until us toilets rule over all.
The Serpent Skibidi first targeted my brother, causing a ritual circle to appear beneath his feet. Dre, look out! I pushed Dre out of the way, causing me to become infused with the Serpent Skibidi's dark magic instead. My body grew bigger, horns grew from my head, and I sprouted multiple drills from my back. I was now an evil Drill Man with 5 more hearts and new abilities. This power, it's amazing! The dark energy took over and I lost control of my body. I began to attack Snake Skibidi Toilets left and right, almost hitting my own allies in the process.
Max, watch where you're hitting. You might hurt someone.
Allow the dark power to consume you. Get him, men.
On day 2, as my fellow Drillmen fell, more and more Serpent Skibidis entered the area. I fought off their reinforcements, but it was clear that my new powers made me stronger than them. They were getting overwhelmed.
Everyone retreat!
Nobody escapes me! The toilets tried to run, but I was able to destroy a nearby building before they could. It crumbled down onto them, crushing the runaway toilets in one blow.
What are you doing? People could have been in that building.
That doesn't matter! I have to kill every last Skibidi toilet, even if people get hurt in the process! Why can't you see that? The dark power consumed me further, causing me to lash out at my own brother. I tried to attack him with my drills, but luckily he was able to dodge and hit me over the head with his weapon. I don't know what came over me. Sorry, Dre.
It's okay, bro. Clearly whatever that Serpent Skibidi did is messing with you. We'll figure out how to fix it together.
Suddenly, the ground began to tremble. We looked in the distance and saw the Titan Drill Man fighting a high-level Skibidi toilet. Oh no! He's in trouble! We have to help him! Dre and I ran into the fray to help out our Titan. On day 3, Dre and I arrived at the battlefield and stopped the Scuba Skibidi in its tracks.
What are you doing here, Max? Retreat!
I'm stronger now! I can handle this!
Well, would you look at you? I'll enjoy tearing you limb from limb!
The Scuba Skibidi attacked me with his water powers, but thanks to my new form, I was able to take the hit. I'm not your average Drill Man. I used my new abilities on the Scuba Skibidi, taking him by surprise.
What the? What are you?
They tried to fight back with their powers, but it was already too late. I managed to finish him off before he knew what hit him.
Whoa, I'm impressed. We should enroll you in the Titan program.
Really? The Titan program? Wow. I
don't think that's a good idea. You can't control your powers.
He's right. It would be too reckless to do that right now. Just then, the Titan Drill Man got a distress call.
Titan Drill Man! Come in, Titan Drill Man!
This is he. What's going on?
We need backup! Our base is being invaded by Snake Skibidi Toilets!
Let's move, boys.
The 3 of us all headed together to help our allies. On days 4 through 7, we returned to the base to find that the Alliance was losing the battle against the Skibidi Toilet invasion. The 3 of us dove into battle. Dre and I fended off the low-level Skibidi Toilets while the Titan Drill Man fought the bigger threats. Despite our combined strength, there were too many enemies to overpower them.
We need backup.
Just as we thought all hope was lost, the Titan Speaker Man, Cinema Man, and Cameraman arrived to help.
Titans, clear up this threat.
The 3 of them united and began to unleash their powers onto the enemy. Thanks to the incredible strength of the Titans, the tide of the battle was starting to turn. Suddenly, one of the toilets got a sneak attack on Dre, dealing a ton of damage. Dre! I ran to his side, but it was too late. He was badly injured.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. Find the Lost Alliance artifacts, and you'll be able to win this war. I love you, Max.
Dre succumbed to his wounds and died. No! It's not fair! They all have to pay! Overcome with grief, my dark powers once again took full control of my body. I began to rampage violently throughout the battlefield. On days 8 through 10, I was consumed by my dark powers and used them to kill each toilet one after another by any means necessary. I tore apart the buildings around the base and nearly crushed multiple Alliance members in the process.
Everything must die!
I managed to finish off the last of the Skibidi enemies, but soon I found myself surrounded by the Titans.
Max, you destroyed our own base and hurt your own allies. Someone as reckless as you cannot be in the Alliance.
Fine, then I quit.
You're making a mistake.
No, you're making a mistake. All of you. I'm gonna win this war at any cost. I stormed out of the base, but as I was leaving, I spotted a map on the ground. One of the toilets must have dropped this. It's time that I paid them a visit. I followed the map and located one of the Skibidi toilet bases. Without any hesitation, I began to destroy everything I could in the name of Dre. You're all gonna pay for what you've done. I blasted through any toilet that stood in my way, but unfortunately, I was too reckless and accidentally set off a pit trap. I was caught in a cage and tried to drill my way out of it, but the pit had been lined with bedrock. Out of nowhere, the scientist Skibidi arrived and spoke to me.
You're very powerful for a drill man. I can't wait to take over your mind.
The scientist Skibidi was preparing an experiment on me, but before he was able to do anything, the Titan Clockman flew in to save me.
Leave him alone!
The Titan unleashed his clock gun attacks onto the scientist Skibidi toilet. The two of them fought back and forth, but ultimately he was able to come out on top before freeing me from my prison. Why are you here? I'm not a part of the Alliance anymore.
The Clockwoman thinks you're the key to winning this war despite your methods. Let me take you to her.
I escaped with the Titan Clockman and was taken to his base where the Clockwoman stood waiting for me.
You must be the cursed drill man. Heard a lot about you.
What do you want?
I think we should use your power to its full extent and turn you into a Titan, so you can help us find the Lost Alliance artifacts.
Dre wouldn't want that.
I understand. Losing your brother the way that you did couldn't have been easy. But you want to defeat the Skibidi toilets, yes?
I won't stop until they're all gone.
It'd be impossible to defeat them without the Lost Alliance artifacts. Turning you into a Titan is our best option.
I guess that makes sense. If I'm gonna find the artifacts, I'll need all the power I can get. Let's do it. The Clockwoman took me to her lab where she prepared me for the transformation process. Soon, she powered on her machines and my body once again began to mutate into a new form. I grew massive in size and a mouth with a set of sharp teeth. I was now an evil Titan drill man with 10 additional hearts and new powers. I feel incredible, but I crave more!
Oh no, the curse is out of control!
My dark powers consumed me. I flew through the roof of the lab and began mindlessly searching for anything that could make me stronger. On days 15 through 17, I flew through the sky, looking for any sign of something that could aid me in my quest for power. The dark energy, it calls to me! It seemed my search was futile, until I spotted an old clock tower with a beam of energy surging from it. Power, you shall be mine! I landed in front of the clock tower and started to use my drill powers to carve into the ground. At this rate, I'll reach the power source in no time! But before I could dig much further, someone emerged to stop me.
Halt, evil menace!
Huh? Who are you to tell me what to do? The source of the voice was a large clock man.
I'm the keeper of this clock tower, and you can't dig here.
Oh yeah?
I mean, you can, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
Well, too bad! Watch me! I ignored the clock man and dug my drills into the ground anyways. He tried to stop me with his clock powers, but I quickly used my increased powers to knock him out and dug deeper into the earth towards my prize. Eventually, I dug my way into an ancient chamber where a pillar was seen on the other side. Waiting for me was a mysterious gear in front of the clock tower's power source. I had found the first Alliance artifact. There it is! That power will be all mine! I went to claim it when out of nowhere a masked android walked out from the shadows, blocking my path. Ugh, not another distraction. If I were you, I'd move while I had the chance. Unless you want to end up like that clock man.
I pity you. You can't even control your own darkness. this.
Out of my way! Hungry for power, I swang my drills at the enemy. On days 18 through 21, I tried to hit the masked android, but he teleported out of the way.
You're reckless, and because of that, you'll lose this battle.
I continued to try and knock him out with brute force, but found myself missing at every attempt I made. Just then, the android used a beam attack to make a part of the chamber collapse onto me. I struggled, but I couldn't break out of the rubble. While I was trapped, he grabbed the gear and transformed into a more powerful state.
No! That's mine!
I'm sorry. I'm going to put you out of your misery.
The masked android unleashed his new powers, causing the cavern to tremble. He escaped as the entire room collapsed around me. I thought I was done for until suddenly time rewound, freeing me from my rubble prison. The Clockwoman had shown up to save me.
Max, are you still in there?
I think so. I don't know what happened. The darkness, it took over, and that masked android almost killed me.
Did you say masked android? This is worse than I thought. I need to show you something, now!
I then left the area with the Clockwoman to an unknown location. On days 22 through 25, the Clockwoman took me to an abandoned city. It must have been empty for a while, because it was completely in ruins. What happened here?
I'll show you.
She used her powers to turn back time, showing me a series of flashbacks.
The Clockman used to live here in peace,
Come on, it's almost time for the parade. Oh, I can't wait.
until the serpent Skibbity arrived. He terrorized everyone, but our people fought to protect their home. The most brave of them all was Spark.
We should surrender. Fighting the serpent Skibbity is useless.
Lift your heads up, men. If we work together, we can take him down.
He fought with everything he had, but in the battle, he was badly damaged by the serpent Skibbity.
Not so tough now, are you, little Clockman?
We tried to repair him, but the damage he had was severe. He's more clockwork than Clockman now. He left the Alliance, and now he roams the land seeking ways to become more powerful so he can get revenge on the serpent Skibbity.
Suddenly, the flashbacks ended, and I was standing back in the ruined town of the Clockwoman.
It looks like he's finally returned to finish his goal.
We have a lot more in common than I thought. I need to talk to him again.
He was last seen going east. You may find his camp there.
And that's where I'm headed. Thanks for your help. With that, I left to go find the android. On days 26 through 28, I was headed east, like the Clockwoman suggested, until I finally found a campsite. That must be where Spark is. I stealthed around to get closer, until suddenly I heard a click. Uh-oh. I had set off a trap. A cage appeared around me, and the android dropped down behind me.
You again? I thought you were dead.
Please, I know your past. I'm also an outcast of the Alliance.
An outcast of the Alliance. How can I trust you?
Before I could respond, an electric Skibbity arrived at the camp.
At last, I found you, Spark. Prepare to die.
The electric Skibbity charged forwards, attacking Spark. Spark fought back as best as he could, but the electric Skibbity had caught him off guard.
This is the end, Spark.
Leave him alone! I broke out of the cage and fought the electric Skibbity with my dark drill attack. Using the element of surprise, I was able to defeat the electric Skibbity easily.
Maybe you aren't so bad. Tell you what, if you pass my test, I'll become your ally.
You've got yourself a deal! Spark then led me away from the camp to begin his test. On days 29 through 32, I was taken to a snowy mountain to face the challenge Spark had prepared for me.
I lost my pendant here, so I need a drill man to dig into the ground and find it.
That's all? We're gonna be allies in no time! I started digging through the snow until out of nowhere the ground began to rumble. Oh no! Avalanche! Snow crashed down towards the two of us. I managed to avoid getting covered, but Spark was buried underneath a pile of snow. Spark, hang on! I shoveled away the snow with my drills until Spark was freed. Are you alright?
You saved me.
Well, yeah. I said we were gonna be allies, didn't I?
Not until you pass my trial. Remember our deal.
Hey, what's that? We looked over and saw that among the snow that had fallen in the avalanche was a frozen block of ice that had an ancient Skibbity trapped inside, as well as Spark's lost pendant.
It's my pendant. Drill it out, but also watch out for that Skibbity. He's bad news.
Oh yeah? How do you know that?
It's ancient Skibbity lore, Max. We Clockmen lived for far longer than you.
Okay, here goes nothing. I dug my drills into the wall to shred through the ice block. I was able to grab the amulet, but breaking the ice block caused the ancient Skibbity to be freed from the ice.
Must destroy enemy.
The ancient Skibbity charged towards us, attacking us both. On days 33 through 35, Spark and I were were fighting the ancient Skibidi. He used his ice attacks on us. He was unlike any other Skibidi I'd fought so far. I retaliated with my ranged drill attacks and slowly began to overpower him.
Must kill, must kill.
He turned his attention to Spark, who wasn't prepared for the ambush.
Hey, big guy, let's just calm down.
Must destroy.
Or not.
The ancient Skibidi charged towards Spark. Leave him alone! I attacked the ancient Skibidi from behind, and luckily I was able to defeat the toilet and save Spark before it was too late. That was close. You alright, Spark?
I'm fine. Thanks. You're really strong, Max.
Thanks. Here's your pendant back. I tossed over his pendant, and to my surprise, he handed me the Clockman artifact he had stolen. Dropping the artifact caused him to lose his upgraded form and return back to normal.
You kept your end of the deal. Take this as a welcoming gift, partner.
I grabbed the artifact and gained 5 hearts and new powers. Whoa, I can feel the darkness growing stronger.
Right, your curse. How well are you able to control it?
Well, I'm working on it, but that's not important right now. With enough of these artifacts, the Serpent Skibidi won't stand a chance.
I have a lead on the next artifact. Let's move.
We left the snowy tundra to head to the location of the next artifact. On days 36 through 39, Spark led me to a movie studio where the next artifact was being held.
To Skibidi, or not to Skibidi? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to...
Cut! What are you doing? I've seen toilets act better than you.
Well,
You know what? Let's just try again. From the top.
Do they really make movies here?
Oh yeah, but if you ask me, they aren't very good. But the TV men love this studio, so I bet they're hiding their artifact around here somewhere.
Suddenly, the cinema man stepped around the corner. Quick, follow me! We ran and ducked behind a building, avoiding the Titan's gaze just in time. Looks like they have guards. We have to be careful. The two of us stealthed around the studio as the cinema man continued walking through the area. Eventually, we found ourselves in an area with a large TV screen.
What does this do?
He powered it on, and suddenly the image of the screen turned bright red, triggering my dark powers. I need more power! I lost control of my body and began to go crazy, smashing into the buildings around me. The ruckus attracted the attention of the cinema man.
Intruders!
The cinema man charged in to stop me. On days 40 through 43, I was being confronted by the cinema man.
Halt! You shouldn't be here.
You can't keep all the powers for yourself! Against my will, I attacked the cinema man. He was able to dodge it, but in the process, I leveled a part of the TV studio.
You've lost control of yourself. Your curse is getting stronger.
I don't care! The only thing that matters to me is power! Just then, behind the cinema man, I spotted the TV artifact laying in the rubble.
There it is! Power will be mine!
I ran towards it, but the cinema man attempted to stop me with his red screen attack.
Not so fast.
I won't let you get in my way! I'm gonna get the artifact, no matter what it takes!
I changed tactics and fought with the cinema man. My sonic drill attack collided with his red screen lasers. We traded blows back and forth, and neither side seemed close to giving in.
Max, you're not well. You need to stop this. Your dark power is consuming you.
No, it's not. You're just too weak to see that!
I shot a surprise drill needle attack and ran towards my prize, only for a jetpack Skibidi toilet to drop in and grab it first.
Hey, that's mine!
Finders, keepers.
As he grabbed the artifact, he transformed, becoming even more powerful.
Thanks for doing all the hard work for me, sucker. Here, let me show you just how thankful I am.
He flew towards me, ready to attack. On days 44 through 46, I was fighting with the upgraded jetpack Skibidi. He was strong, but without control over my dark powers, I was missing most of my attacks.
The serpent's curse is consuming you. You don't have much time left.
You're wrong!
How about I do you a favor? I'll take you out myself to save you some time.
Hey, leave him alone!
Spark teleported behind the jetpack Skibidi, striking him and knocking him out of the air. Spark, you saved me!
No problem. Now hit him with all you've got.
I unleashed my powers onto the jetpack Skibidi, killing him once and for all. He dropped the TV artifact, which I quickly picked up. It caused me to gain 5 hearts and new powers. Yeah, I can feel it surging through my veins. Ultimate power will soon be mine!
My head! You're making the curse worse!
What do you know?
You should take this seriously, Max. If you continue to collect these artifacts, you'll completely lose yourself.
I don't care. I'll avenge my brother no matter what. Suddenly, I saw backup TV men coming towards Spark and I.
There he is! The guy who ruined my movie! And that rebel clockman! Let's go, boys!
We better hurry and get out of here.
We both fled before we could get captured. On days 47 through 50, Spark and I found cover from the TVs when out of nowhere, gunfire began to rain down onto us. What's going on?
I'm not sure, but I don't like it.
We turned to see that we had been located by an army of tank skibbity toilets.
Uh-oh.
What? How did they find us?
You fool! The jetpack put a tracker on the artifact before you killed him. Men, get them!
The skibbity tank army closed in around us, and Spark and I prepared for battle. With my new powers, I was able to defeat them easily. The skibbities were dropping like flies. You're all no match for me! Eventually, all of the toilets fell to my wrath.
Whoa! We did it! Nice work, Max. Max? Hello?
However, I was filled with rage, and I just continued to attack the corpses.
Whoa there, buddy. That's a bit overkill, don't you think?
Finally, Spark broke me out of my violent trance. Are you serious? Sparks, you're starting to sound a lot like the Alliance right now.
I guess so. Sorry.
Good. I was starting to wonder whose side you were really on here. Just then, I noticed a camera lens on the ground and picked it up. Huh? What's this?
I know that lens. It must be a lead to the cameraman's artifact. I know where to go next. Follow me.
We left the area to find the next artifact before more skibbity toilets arrived at our location. On days 51 through 54, we arrived at a prison that was heavily locked down by cameramen. What is this place?
It's the most high-security prison ever made. It is 24/7 monitoring, and it's probably where the cameraman artifact is being held.
Huh. Makes sense to me. We watched as a skibbity helicopter tried to enter the facility, but they were immediately killed by the security.
Sign up to be a guard, they said. It'll be exciting, they said. That skibbity trying to get in here was the most interesting thing that's happened in weeks.
Come on, buddy. Look at the bright side. Our lunch break's in 30 minutes.
Let me guess. Lasagna again?
Well, yeah.
The guards look tough.
And kinda sad.
There has to be a way to get into the prison without alerting them.
Good thing you've got those drills.
You're right. I'm a drill man. I can dig. I began digging into the ground so that we could enter undetected from underneath. Eventually, my digging led Spark and I into a metal cell. I tried to fly out the way we came in, but a laser shield stopped me in my tracks. We were now trapped. Oh no, they prepared this prison for drill men too!
Well, hey, new guys! I wasn't expecting company.
What? Who are you?
What do you mean? I'm Kevin. Remember? Fan favorite character Kevin?
No?
Well then, I guess I'll have to tell you my story. It all started on day one. I was on an island when suddenly...
No time for that! Look! Lava began to flow into the room and creep towards the two of us.
That's not good.
There has to be a way we can get out of here. The only exit was a bedrock door. I tried to drill through it, but it was no use. We were going to get burnt alive. On days 55 through 57, the lava was coming closer and closer. I was gonna have to think of a way out of this before it was too late. Of course they would put bedrock in this place. It's the only thing drill men can't dig through.
Then if you can't dig through the door, what are we going to do?
Hang on, I'm thinking.
It's been an honor to fight by your side, Max, but it looks like our time has come to an end.
Is something happening? I can't see. Boy, it's getting hot in here.
It's not the end yet. I've got an idea. It's time to see what these drills can do. I used my drills to tear through the metal floor, creating a moat surrounding us. The lava poured into the moat instead, saving us from a fiery demise. That should buy us some time at least.
Nice thinking, Max. But how are we going to get through this door?
Just then, the doors opened and a group of cameraman guards were seen on the other side.
We've located the breach. Cameramen, prepare to fire.
Not so fast!
Spark smacked the headless toilet, sending it barreling into the cameraman guards and knocking them all down.
Ouch!
That won't hold them forever. Let's get that artifact. We both left the trap room in pursuit of the artifact.
Well, where's everyone going? Did you forget about me?
On days 58 through 61, I arrived at the heart of the facility to find the cameraman artifact waiting for me. There it is! Time to claim our prize! I grabbed it, gaining 5 hearts and new powers. However, I felt the darkness progressing further within me. Yeah, sweet power! Everyone will crumble to me, even the Titans! I won't stop until I rule the world!
What are you saying? This dark power is getting to your head.
Don't talk to me like that! I'm in control! The darkness caused me to lash out at Spark, setting off the alarms in the facility.
What's wrong with you? This isn't like you, Max.
As the alarms went off, the ground began to tremble beneath us. The Titan cameraman then entered the room from above.
You can't hide forever, Max.
Great! Another Titan here to try and stop me!
You're becoming dangerous.
No, I'm becoming powerful! You and the rest of the Alliance are wasting your time trying to stop me when you could be helping me!
You're right. You need help. Serious help.
Now enraged, I tried to attack the Titan cameraman, but he quickly trapped the two of us in a laser cage before we could do anything. I tried to drill my way through the barrier, but it was indestructible. You coward! Unlock this cage and fight me! Your power is nothing compared to mine!
Trying to fight a Titan head-on? You're really going mad with power, Max.
You two are coming with me.
On days 62 through 64, Spark and I were put in a cage outside of the prison. There, the Titan cameraman was watching us.
Max, you've become a threat to the Alliance and yourself. I'm afraid we'll have to keep you here until we can remove your curse.
Oh, but the fun has only just begun.
That voice, it's him!
Out of nowhere, the Serpent Skibidi arrived and used his poison attack on the Titan cameraman. The Titan cameraman endured the hit and equipped his hammer and swung at the Serpent, sending him flying backwards.
You started all of this, and now I'm going to end it.
He used his laser attack to try and kill the Serpent Skibidi, but he endured the attack.
You're not strong enough to defeat me, Titan cameraman.
The Serpent Skibidi used a laser attack of his own, causing a ton of damage on the cameraman. They fought for a while, and it slowly became clear that the Titan cameraman couldn't keep up.
Max, I know there's still good in you. Don't give in to the darkness.
The Serpent Skibidi and the Titan cameraman collided once again, but ultimately the Titan cameraman was killed. No! As the Titan fell, the cage barrier then deactivated, giving Spark and I a chance to escape.
You're next.
Spark, come on! We've got to run for it!
No, he took everything from me. You monster! My body, my friends, my home, now vengeance will be mine!
Spark ran towards the Serpent Skibidi, ready to fight, but I stopped him in his tracks. Spark, we've got to leave, now!
But this is my chance to take my revenge!
If a Titan couldn't take that thing down, we don't stand a chance. Come on! Spark reluctantly agreed, and we ran away before the Serpent Skibidi could catch us. On days 65 through 67, Spark and I left the prison and the Serpent Skibidi behind. Luckily, I had managed to regain control of myself, for now.
How are you feeling?
Like myself, finally.
The darkness, doesn't it scare you?
A little, but I don't have a choice anymore. Besides, it seems like you've got some darkness of your own.
You're not wrong, I suppose. The Serpent Skibidi and his goons must pay.
Yeah, he took my brother Dre away from me. He must be stopped.
I am sorry, Max. It seems that this war has taken a lot from us both.
It has. So the most important thing right now is getting the artifacts to defeat the Serpent Skibidi.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
Spark and I continued traveling and searching the next artifact when we began to hear music. Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Spark seemed to fall into a trance and began to wander away from me. Hey, Spark! Spark! Come back here! I followed him and arrived at a radio tower broadcasting the strange music. Surrounding the tower were mind-controlled speakermen, and I watched as Spark moved to join them. Just then, a hacker Skibidi behind the mind control revealed itself. Oh no, it's a trap! Spark, run! But Spark didn't move an inch. The influence of the music was too powerful. Without hesitation, the hacker Skibidi attacked, and I rushed in to intercept. On days 68 through 72, I was clashing with the hacker Skibidi to protect Spark and the Speaker Men. The hacker Skibidi used his electric attacks on me, slicing through my hearts with ease. I needed to act fast, or I wouldn't survive the fight. I retaliated with my dark powers, and it granted me the upper hand. I was starting to win the battle, but the hacker Skibidi had a trick up his sleeve.
You may be strong, but are you willing to let your friend die?
He turned away from me and began to charge towards Spark instead. Spark! No! I ran in between Spark and the hacker Skibidi, taking the hit for him, but it dealt massive damage and I wouldn't last much longer. I need to snap him out of his trance. The Skibidi toilet charged at me again, but this time I moved out of the way just in time, causing him to smash into the radio tower. The impact caused the radio tower to collapse. After the tower fell, all of the Speakermen and Spark snapped out of their trance.
No, my men! You will pay for this insolent drillman!
The hacker Skibidi charged towards me, but I was too weak to move.
What the? Hang on, Max! I'm coming to help!
Just before he could deliver the finishing blow, Spark used his clock beam attack and finished off the hacker Skibidi. Are you okay?
Thanks to you, I am. And I've got a lead. That radio tower showed me where the speaker artifact is. I'll show you.
On days 73 through 75, I followed Spark to the location of the speaker artifact.
The speaker artifact should be right up there on top of the Speakerman's base.
Okay, stay here and keep a lookout. I'll go grab it. I flew to the top and spotted the artifact sitting on a pedestal. There it is! I was about to go for the artifact when the Titan Speakerman stopped me with his arm cannon.
I can't allow you to lose yourself further to the darkness.
Out of my way! I tried to brute force my way through the artifact, but the Titan Speakerman overpowered me. Suddenly, I spotted a Saw Skibidi toilet in the distance and got an idea. Hey, over here! I used an attack to attract the Skibidi toilet. Grabbing his attention, he flew up and attacked the Titan Speakerman, distracting him just long enough for me to go for the speaker artifact. As I grabbed the speaker artifact, I gained 5 more hearts and new powers. However, just like before, the darkness of the curse consumed me even more.
Yes!
That Titan Speakerman is going down! The Speakerman's back was turned as he knocked the Skibidi off the base. I went to attack him, but Spark stopped me.
No, that's it! The curse has gone too far now!
You're a traitor if you stand against me! Die! I blasted my new Fire Breath attack at Spark, determined to have my way. On days 76 through 79, Spark and I were fighting to the death.
Max, this isn't you!
You know nothing about me, traitor!
I know that Dre wouldn't want this!
Don't talk about my brother! I used my new Fire Breath powers on him, but he was quick, avoiding a majority of the flames.
Snap out of it!
He landed a clock laser attack on me, but I endured the hit. I retaliated by flying behind him and hitting him with my Drill Stomp attack, leaving Spark near death.
Max, please.
I'll show you who's more powerful. I was about to hit him when suddenly time was frozen. I couldn't move, and all I could do was watch as the Titan Clockman stepped into view.
Enough of this!
The Titan Clockman hit me with a Time Warp attack, snapping me out of my dark state. Oh my gosh, I'm becoming exactly what Dre didn't want me to be. I'm so sorry, Spark.
I'm just happy you're back, but what are we going to do? You still need the last artifact to stop the Serpent Skibidi.
I'm gonna find it, overcome the curse, and right my own wrongs. And I'm gonna start by saving the Titan Speakerman. With that, I flew off to help the Titan Speakerman in battle. On days 80 through 83, I flew back into the fray where the Titan Speakerman was dealing with the Skibidi toilet threat I had sent him. Leave him alone! I used my drill needle attacks to help fight him off. The Titan Speakerman and I were starting to gain the upper hand, when suddenly the Serpent Skibidi toilet appeared.
I've already killed one of you Titans. What's another added to the list?
He used some sort of dark force to empower the Sawblade Skibidi, transforming them into an upgraded Sawblade Skibidi. Laughing maniacally, he flew away, leaving us to deal with his new abomination. Brace yourself, this is gonna get ugly! The empowered Skibidi attacked us, but luckily, the Titan Speakerman blasted him off my back with his sonic boom. I fought back with my new Dark Slash powers, but the upgraded Saw Skibidi was much stronger than before. We have to attack together. The Titan Speakerman and I combined our powers and finally defeated the toilet.
Thank you for helping me back there. Please take this. The Titan Drillman wanted you to have it.
He handed me a map titled Drillman Artifact. This must be the location of the next artifact. Thank you! With a new lead, I headed off in the direction of the Drillman Artifact. On days 84 through 86, I arrived at the location on the map to find an ancient abandoned city. The place was completely empty. That can't be right. Where's the artifact? Since it's from the Drillmen, maybe it's underground. I decided to drill down and see what could be under the surface. I ended up finding a secret area where an elder Drillman was waiting inside. Who are you?
I am a guardian of the Drillman artifact. Who dares to disturb me?
Well, I'm Max, and that's great news actually, because I need that artifact. So if you wouldn't mind handing it over.
You need it, do you? Why is that?
Without the artifact, I'll never be able to take down the Serpent Skibidi. I'll never avenge my brother.
I understand your pain, but unfortunately, you will not find the artifact here. I keep it safe in our temple.
Tell me where it is. I need to know.
You are not worthy. The darkness in you will consume you if you get the artifact. You must be stopped.
I've heard that before. Look, I'm getting that artifact. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Suddenly, a nearby wall collapsed, revealing a Skull Skibidi toilet. You have a Skibidi fighting for you? Alright then, bring it on! I braced myself for impact as the Skibidi inched closer. On days 87 through 89, the Skull Skibidi crashed into me with devastating force. The monster spewed heavy amounts of acid sludge in my direction, but I managed to dodge most of the projectiles. Ha! You'll have to do better than that! I fought back with my Titan powers and won, killing the Elder Drillman's goon. Now that that's taken care of...
Oh, I'm afraid the battle has only just begun.
Suddenly, the monster rose again. Huh? What's going on?
You cannot kill my beast. Die!
With renewed vitality, the beast charged towards me again. I'll kill this thing 100 times if that's what it takes to get that artifact. And so, I hit the creature with everything I had, smiting it once more. But each time I was able to kill it, it would just keep coming back to life, even stronger than before. After rising from the dead another time, the beast attacked again, and with no way of permanently killing it, I was forced to flee. I drilled my way out of the cave and escaped, only to find myself at the Drillman Temple entrance I was seeking. The final artifact must be through here. I tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. Looks like it's time for Plan B. I tried to drill down to get around the door, but I ended up falling inside of a pit. Standing nearby was a little drill man.
Oh no! You tried to dig in too! It was a trap!
Yeah, I figured. Well, at least we're safe down here from that big monster. Suddenly, the Skull Skibidi from before appeared at the top of the hole. It must have found me, and now we were both in trouble. On days 90 through 92, the Skull Skibidi began spewing acid into the hole I was trapped in. I quickly built a barrier above to protect us from the sludge. I can't win this battle. What are we gonna do?
If we can't beat it, let's trap it!
I quickly shot down the monster with my sonic drill, killing it for now and giving the little drill man time to place down a bunch of spider webs. Are you almost done?
I just need a few more seconds.
Well, hurry up! This thing's gonna be back to life any second now.
Not yet, not yet!
The Skull Skibidi then rose back from the dead and readied his acid.
Now!
I lured the Skibidi in with some attacks, and he fell into the hole with us, causing it to get stuck in the webs. Quickly, let's get out of here! With the beast subdued for now, I grabbed the little drill man and brought him back up to safety. We then sealed the monster inside of the hole, trapping him for good.
Thank you for saving me, Drill Man. I want to repay you with my power.
Your power? What's that?
With it, I can allow you to speak to one person from the afterlife for a brief period of time.
Really? Please, let me speak to my brother Dre. He'll know how to get into the temple.
Of course. Now just relax.
The little drill man used their strange powers to cast a spell on me, and I felt myself slowly falling asleep. On days 93 through 95, I found myself in a dream world, and I was back to my small, original form. There, my fallen brother Dre was standing before me. Dre? Is that really you?
Max, I've missed you so much.
It's so good to see you again, brother. It doesn't feel real. You wouldn't believe everything that led me here.
Oh yeah, how did you end up here? Or how did I end up here? Either way, I'm confused.
I mean, I could explain this, but it would probably take like at least 93 days to recount everything, so maybe I should just cut to the chase. Please, just tell me how I can overcome the darkness within me and get the Drillman artifact.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but I know a spell that can do what you asked.
A spell? Well then what are you waiting for?
It will drag out your dark energy, but that's only if it succeeds. Failing it will kill you.
Oh, that doesn't matter. This curse is hurting people, and I'm gonna overthrow it.
Very well, Max. I commend your bravery, brother. If anyone can do it, it would be you.
He hands me the spell, and I felt myself growing even more confident.
Good luck, brother. I love you.
I love you too. I'm glad I got to see you one last time.
Now go win this war.
I will. For you, brother. I then woke up with the spell my brother gave me floating down in front of me. It's time to get the final artifact. On days 96 through 98, I approached the Drillman Temple door and prepared the spell. I casted the spell, and the door opened, revealing the inside of the temple. Inside was a lone platform for me to step onto. Once I did, it caused a dark entity to be pulled out from my body.
What are you doing? Do you really think you can kill me?
You're the evil within me. I'm not gonna let you control my body anymore. This dark power will belong to me and me alone. I rushed forwards, attacking the dark entity. He fought back with his dark Drillman power, summoning a horde of tentacles from beneath me. I used my fire breath against him and his dark magic, and it quickly became clear that we were evenly matched.
Give up. I'm you, but stronger.
Never! I'm gonna stop this! For Dre! I landed the killing blow, allowing me to gain full control over my powers. Upon his death, he dropped the final artifact and I was able to claim it. Grabbing the artifact caused me to gain 5 hearts and new powers. And this time, I didn't feel the darkness creeping up on me. I did it! It's time to put an end to the Serpent Skibbity Toilet. On day 99, I arrived at the city where it all began, only to find it infested with the Snake Skibbity Toilets. Waiting for me on the outskirts of the city was Spark.
Did you do it? Did you get the final artifact?
I did.
But if you have all the artifacts, what about your curse?
My curse is gone. I'm free of the darkness.
That's amazing! I knew you'd be able to overcome it.
I couldn't have done it without you. Now let's go. It's time that we finally ended this. With my ally by my side, we stormed the city. We fought off toilet after toilet, but eventually more backup arrived. Even though we were strong, it was impossible to keep up with all of the powerful enemies. Eventually, our mission was cut short as we were completely surrounded on all sides by guards.
Your little rebellion ends here.
Leave him alone.
Suddenly, the Titan Drillman and the Alliance members arrived and began to hold off the threat. What are you guys doing here?
We're here to help you, of course.
But why? The things I said, the things I did. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. The Alliance is always willing to help. Now go, kill that nasty Serpent Skibbity.
Thank you. We won't let you down. While the Alliance held off the enemies, Spark and I headed straight for the center of the city. On day 100, Spark and I arrived at the center of the city. There, the Serpent Skibbity was waiting for us.
Well, if it isn't my evil Drillman and his broken Clockman ally.
We don't belong to anyone.
Is that so? Well, if you don't belong to me, then you're better off dead.
The Serpent Skibbity charged towards us, ready to attack. I used every last one of my dark powers while Spark backed me up from the sidelines.
Take this!
He used his ultimate attack and tried to take control over me again. No! Get out of my head! I pushed through his mind control and hit him with a heavy attack.
No, this can't be.
For Dre!
For my people!
We both attacked the Serpent Skibbity together, defeating him once and for all. Finally, we had won the war, and I had avenged my brother.